They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the West Virginia Mountaineers. Taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Colorado Buffaloes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So West Virginia's offense will have the football first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense... Fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's take a big view here on West Virginia. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs.
Intercepted in the first drive, ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Now, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you could tell, QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Gets it past the marker. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buffs!
This offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the extra point effort, putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out in the end zone was not a good one. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off play action on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long, you bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got a man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. He makes the catch inside the 25. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. And the Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. The pull and throw off the RPO. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red.
Looking for the end zone. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position. Turning it on! Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
The Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Looking to throw, it's Yates. Hauls it in. They are on the move down to the... and they pick up another first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Gives it on the option. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Buffaloes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll run it from the gun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's hard for a defense when you got a QB that can run and pick up an extra block, and especially when he can run power downhill, because you got to kind of almost give up a few yards just because of the numbers advantage that they have. So that's a big-time advantage for this offense, having a QB that can do that.
They're working that left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Yates. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Turns it on in midfield. Wide open on the right. The tap. Touchdown, Mountaineers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll send the back in motion. On the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. They'll immediately call timeout. The Buffaloes decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. They'll keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They go to the draw. Continuing to turn and move it forward. They're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. Trying to get rid of it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Wants to throw. It's Yates. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Breaks the tackle. There he goes. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And option football is so hard to defend. It basically becomes assignment football. It's almost like basketball where you say, I got him, you got him. Defensive ends a lot of times have to play the quarterback. And once the quarterback pitches it, a lot of times it's the alley defender next who has to come up and make those plays. Those options really stress defenses.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for a pass to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Caught over the middle. It's Ali. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, the running back has it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Finds his man. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give from the gun. Breaks into the open. Oh, what a big play for this offense. Get it to the 33-yard line. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to throw on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Going to try to get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass. They're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback. Now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
It's no good. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Dances away. A strike downfield. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Touchdown, Bucks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw, it's Yates. He's got him. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. It's complete to the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking downfield on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Mountaineers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. Looking for room at the 40. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Makes the grab on the left. Hits him with a stiff arm. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And the Buffaloes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Looking for the score! And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! Quick strike through the air for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense set on first down. Fakes to grab. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. And the returner goes down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Here's the handoff. Got the first down and more. At the 35, he's loose. He's into the open down the middle. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. With that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And he's going to try to return this one. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Mountaineers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Finds a man on the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intent.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Mountaineers are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Flying down the right side. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Bucks! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep two hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're testing the right side here. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. Had to get rid of it quickly. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Colorado! He got a step and just dusted the field. They extend this fourth-quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Going right to work up top. Got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense is bringing the heat, another sack. And the Mountaineers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. He's going to take off. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, it's Yates. He's going for it all. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buffalo! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on! And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the ground with the back. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. They plow ahead with the run, but still more ground needed to pick up the first down. Third down coming. Looking to throw, it's Yates. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you got to wonder if this offense is trying to run the score up because they're blowing this team out. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots. They're going to play until this clock reads all zeros.
Working that left side now. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man downfield. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Somebody. philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bucks! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Let's go! Let's go! Boom. Give to the single back. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the fourth quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Well, this offense giveth, and then it turned around and giveth it back.
And I think a bunch of people are going to go, why don't they just turn around and hand the ball? I'm not going to hand the ball off every single play. I understand, nice big play, the play before, but listen, you got to mix it up. You got to keep them guessing, but you obviously want to have a little more success than a sack.
The Mountaineers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Offense getting set for 1st down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Takes a shot. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
What a phenomenal.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Mountaineers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know the next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build on.
first snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Here comes the option. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great 2nd down.
Open field on the right. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.